I did a restart to set some things, and I'm in the new standard user account now. I've already done some piddling changes, but I'm going to do some more personalization on this side. First thing I want to do before I forget is, like I said in the first video, the uh, File Explorer has to open in this PC because I'm going to get rid of the home folder and it can't open there. Let me go through. Okay, let me make sure I've made that change. Yes, I have. Okay. And I'll close it and reopen it. And it's opening to this PC. So that's what we need to have. Now, got that out of the way. Let me do some more here. Background. Let's get a picture. Browse pictures. And let's see icons. And this is the one I want. I like that one. And now that we have that, let's change the lock screen to, we'll change it to the same lock screen I have on the admin. One of the useful features of having a different lock screen on the B side is I can tell pretty easy which side I'm logged into. So my lock screen on the A side is a different lock screen. That's it. There we go. Now let me go to accounts and set up get my image. I know where that is too. That's not it. That's the one. That's what I wanted. Uh, Let me set up a pin on this side, or on this user, I should say. That's one of the features that I like that Windows introduced, was being able to use a pin. I think we're good there. Now there's a home in settings as well, and it'll stay. Everything I do is not going to get rid of that. We'll just leave that. I don't see any reason. I don't use that much, so I don't see any reason to fool with it. Okay, we got that. Let's get rid of that guy. That guy. Now you probably can't see the UAC, but I'm taking care of that right now. There we go. One more thing I forgot. The desktop icon for the computer. It's a handy shortcut to use, having it right there on the desktop too. And let me rename it while I'm there. There we go. Now I have Process Hacker installed. Let me make sure that it's set to run as administrator. And it is, okay. We're going to use Process Hacker to run Registry Editor as the trusted installer. And the reason we want to do that is that if a key or a subkey belongs to trusted installer, running as trusted installer will own that key. You don't have to worry about taking ownership or anything else. There is an update for Process Hacker, but it won't allow you to run as trusted installer, so I don't want to update. I keep using the one I want. This particular driver is a kernel level driver, which I don't need for anything that I use Process Hacker for. So I just set it to don't show me that again and let it go. We just use Hacker on this trusted installer and type in regedit. And we've got the registry editor. Let me get this set up a little bit better. We're going to go way down into the bowels of the registry, so I need it wide, but I don't need that. Now another thing I need is in Windows System 32 config system profile, it has to have a folder called desktop or named desktop. I have no idea why it needs it or what it does with it. I've checked it. It doesn't put anything in it. It's always empty. So I don't know why it has to be there, but it does. And the snipping tool doesn't show you the UAC. So you just see the desktop and me doing stuff. So we add a new folder. And we have satisfied the registry editor. So we're going to import some registry files. Let me move this down out of the way so we can have some sort of idea of what we're doing. So these files are in my utilities drive or compartment, or compartment partition, I should say. And these are from Windows 10 22H2, and there's over 40 of them. Some of these are combined. There's more than one registry entry in these. I don't know how many there are. I haven't tried to count them, but there's a bunch of them. So I bundled them into 5 similar items. So we're already on import. I'll just select that and we will import it. And we'll go back to file import and go to the second one. There, we're through that. The reason that I went ahead and moved the folders, I think I moved them on the, let me see if I moved them over here first. I think I did. Then again, I may not have. I have to back up and start over. But I have a drive image to let me do that. There we go, yeah. It's once we get into the Windows 27 stuff that it gets funky. And if you delete the folders in, I said Windows 20, Windows 11, 25, H2, if you delete all the folders before you move these movable folders, you can't move them. So it's best to move them first, and in that way you can go ahead and delete the useless folders without causing yourself any difficulty. So you can see all these, everything here, every single thing here is something that I don't need. I don't need any of this stuff. So that's why we're going to get rid of them. Now what we got to do, I keep closing out File Explorer when I need it. Force the habit, I guess. We need to get into 25H2 specific stuff, which are these right here. Import, this is basically the same thing we were doing before. And I'm in the wrong spot. I have to get down here. I don't need that. That's what I need. There we go. Okay. This doesn't actually remove Copilot. It just makes it not show up anywhere. So if it doesn't show up anywhere, I'm not going to click on it by mistake. And we'll remove gallery. home, libraries, and OneDrive. Now, it just removes it from File Explorer. It doesn't remove it from anywhere else in Windows. But and I will leave it the rest everywhere else because I use OneDrive. Now that says we got rid of File Explorer, Quick Access, but you can see it's still right here. And it still adds things in this little space here. We got rid of Home, OneDrive, and Gallery, but we requested to get rid of Quick Access, and we got rid of it over here. You see it's not on top of the right-hand pane, but it's still here. It's still in the way. And the way we get rid of that is to get rid of the GUIDs. And they are special folders. Boy, that opened up huge. Don't need it that big at all. That's more manageable. Okay, we'll get rid of Quick Access first. Now we're going to use the edit function. Edit and find. Paste this GUID in. And what we're going to do is delete every instance of it. And I'm going to use F3 to march on through here. And that's it. We've got all of those gone. Let's do libraries next. Well, first let me show you. Quick Access is gone. Didn't take a sign off and sign in. Didn't take a reboot. Just the Quick Access folder is handled through the registry, so it works differently than it did in previous versions of Windows. I think it started in 23. It may have been 24H2 when they started that. I'm not sure. But at any rate, that's what happened. You see some extra folders popped up over here. That's when I moved the user folder. So when I moved the user folder, it picked up these folders. Now, before we get any further with this, I'm going to create a drive image, and then we'll proceed from there. I'm finished with the registry editing. if I remove those other GUIDs, I can create a small problem. Everything will work fine, except I won't be able to create a new folder except using the command prompt. I can create a folder anywhere using the command prompt, but I can't create a new folder using Explorer. Explorer is what runs this process you see, the desktop. And everything runs through Explorer in Windows 11, so, well, in most Windows. But the other GUIDs, other than Quick Access, of course, getting rid of Quick Access was my main purpose. And the other registry imports we did hide the other folders that I don't want. A couple of things I do have left to do, though. Well, I've got that set already. Let's see about this. Okay, I've got that set already. So I'm in good shape on that. The other thing we can do is using a PowerShell, elevated PowerShell, run as administrator, to get rid of some of the unused apps, the apps that you don't want and don't need. We'll save that for another video.